Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be similar to one that I've done before in that I'm going to be making another pair of dog pyjamas. The only difference with these ones is I will be using an official pattern. You can get this pattern off of Etsy. It's called the Oxy Basic Greyhound Pyjamas. It's not very expensive. You print it off on PDF and then you've got the pattern. I've modified it a little bit to take off the back legs, so this pyjamas are only going to have the front legs. A few other things is that I'm not going to be finishing any of my seams, as I'll be using fleece and they won't fray, so I don't need to finish my seams. I also won't show any of me pressing my seams, although when you do it you should definitely press your seams. Another thing to remember when you're sewing is to always remember to sew right side of fabric to right side of fabric. The pattern size I'll be using is large. So let's get on with the video. So first I lay out the pattern onto the fabric, making sure that the fold is at the top and that I'm following the correct grain line. Next, I need to cut two sleeves. The front of the sleeve is clearly marked on the pattern, so just make sure that you note which side was the front. On my sleeves, I just get a little bit of fabric and I pin it to the front of the sleeve. Next, we're going to cut the collar. I want my collar to be a different colour on the outside and the inside, so I'm only cutting one piece in the blue and one piece in the green. Remembering to sew right side to right side, we're going to join the two short bits to make two armholes. Next, we're going to sew right down the middle for the chest seam, making sure that the two short seams that you've just sewed match up. When it's done, all your seams should meet in the middle underneath in a nice cross. Next, we're going to sew the sleeve seams together. Once you've got your sleeves, turn up the bottom to make a little cuff on the bottom. 어젯밤만 네 생각에 잠도 못 이뤄 어젯밤만 내 생각에 뭔가 잘못했어 Moving on to the collar, you want to sew the two pieces together on the long side. Then you're going to open it out and join the two ends together to make a tube shape. Here I'm just adding a small dart just to give the back a little bit more shape. I then pressed my dart onto my tailor's ham just to give it that nice curved shape. Next we're going to sew on the sleeves. Make sure that the bit that you've marked as the front of the sleeve is on the part of the leg that's nearest the chest.
Lucky to be with you, we will always pass for the blue. Wanna get you right now, need to take me like bomb. Heart gon' speed so cold, splash on my baby. Wanna get you 당장, 매일 했던 답에 When the leaf cannon north dash on your flavor, splash on my brain. I dash on your flavor, came me so bad. You're such a slayer, splash on my brain. I dash on your flavor, came me so bad. You're such a slayer.
I keep a photograph in which we were in love, caught in your eyes, waiting for the sunrise. I barely even knew who you were. What did you do? I didn't care, 'cause you were perfect, I swear. But somebody told me that it's over. I know it's true. You made me happy for a while. I remember fleeting times when we slept on top of cars. Now I don't know.
After you finish the legs, we're going to sew in the collar. I used a combination of clips and pins because there's 3 layers of fabric and the pins just help keep that middle layer in place. Make sure that you get your collar in the right way for the colour that you want on the outside.
Stars shone in our eyes like the lights of fireflies. We were obsessed and we felt warmth in our chests. Your heart was full of dreams. It made you feel extreme. Give me a sign if you keep it in mind. But somebody told me that it's over. I know it's true. You made me happy for a while. I remember fleeting times when we slept on top of cars. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. I remember fleeting times when we watched the sparks so far. Now I don't know you, you don't know me.
Here I just made a small triangle just to pull the back 2 ends together around his bum.
Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. I knew that love would never die. Now everybody's on their own. If I could see you now, you would stand out from the crowd, and maybe you would notice me. Then our eyes would meet. I would feel my heart.
Here I cut a strip of the blue fleece and then folded it in half and just ironed a crease into it. I then wrapped it around the end of the fleece, pinned it and sewed it on as a kind of binding. I used a zigzag stitch for this just so that it looked a little bit more finished.
Now You would stand out from the crowd, but you would not even notice me. I remember fleeting times when we stepped on top of cars. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. I remember fleeting times when we watched the spark so far. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. We knew we'd be forever young. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too. I knew that love would never die. Now I don't know you, you don't know me too.
And there's the finished pyjamas. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you want to see any more, just subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give the video a like, share it, all the good stuff, and I will see you next time. Bye!